especially going back to Columbus down.
Why? They were horrible this.
Malibu and the diner.
These leaders of these countries.
Say about the AFC South. So I think
There was something interesting to say about that.
Early, they weren't expected to have that 13-game win streak like they did last year.
This is the gift that God has given me to be able to help.
So then I'm
I'm not.
Am I correct?
you are correct.
Why blame? Why you're blaming?
I have a question for Carolyn. Carolyn, hold on. I have a question for you.
Yeah. No,
It's- All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back on the Doug Saravo Show. I'm going to say the sponsor this time because you screwed it up last time. The Doug Saravo Show, which is brought to you by, you know what, give it a shot, Ray. What is the sponsor?
Brought to you by Unapologetic Role Models. Dang it.
Unsolicited role models. The role models you may not
Why
want.
do I want to say unapologetic?
I don't know, but you may just need.
The role models you might not want, but
you
might
may just need.
Okay, you might not want, but you may just need.
Unsolicited.
Unsolicited, not unapologetic. Unsolicited role models. Okay, I got it.
So where did we leave off last time on Time Matters and Timeless Adventures?
Time matters, timeless adventures. The last time we were talking about, what were we talking about?
Time.
Yeah, because if you're not clocking it, somebody else is.
Yeah, time matters. So the corn maze you were going to.
Corn maze, yes.
Let's hear about that.
Listen, I will tell you this. I have an adventurous spirit, so I'm like, man, if there's something to do, I'll try it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Sometimes people are like, oh, that's crazy because the flashlight maze, that's what they call it. It's a corn maze that they do at nighttime. And trust me, when I say it gets dark out there, it gets dark. Like pitch black dark. Like horror movie dark. So I was like, man, let's just try it. I've never done it. I'm trying.
Yeah.
It's 2024, 2025, and probably beyond. I'm on this thing where if it's something new to try, I'm going to try it. Why not? And then I could come
That's
back.
why you're doing podcasting.
Yeah. Then I could come back and tell you guys about timeless adventures. You know why?
Time matters.
Because time matters. So the first time we went in, it was probably a little bit like right before it started getting dark.
Yeah.
And we said, okay, where's the map? They was like, oh, you just take a picture and then you can follow the map. First of all, anybody that knows me knows this. Ray's not good with directions. I'm not. For me, everything is a left. Ray, why you make it a left? I don't know. I'll just make a left until I find somewhere that looks familiar. Then I'm like, oh, okay, I now know where I'm at. So the first time we went through with the map, and the ladies at the front made sure to tell me, hey, don't make that first left, because if you make that first left, you're in like
and this is in the corn maze.
Yeah, you're in like the Twilight Zone, so you'll be stuck in like a loop. So I was like, well, don't let me lead, because I could tell you right now, I'm going to get lost. So
I'm sure you did.
My two friends that were with me, they got the map, and the first time we went through pretty fast. But like I said, it started to get dark. So now here they come. It's dark, and they say, "Oh, we went on the hayride too." So we went on the hayride. Then we went back to the maze because it's dark, and they said, "Let's go through the maze again, but this time, let's do it without the map." And I'm sitting there in my brain already like,
uh-oh.
The only thing I know is the lady said, don't make the first left. But after that, I'm going to be making left. So they said, Ray, you lead. So I'm like, oh, y'all done picked the wrong one to lead. So I'm leading. First of all, I didn't have a flashlight. That's a problem. Because like I said, it gets pitch black. So we out here with cell phones like, where's the turn? So we ended up just walking through there. And then my legs started getting tired, Doug. Then I started trying to listen for other people. I tried to use like a landmark. I'm like, oh, we got to head towards the freaking, the column thing where they put the corn in.
Why not use your GPS on the phone?
It wasn't working. I tried it. because that was my slick part. I was like, all right, they want me to lead. I'll just use my GPS on the phone. But it wasn't working in the freaking corn maze. It was ridiculous. So we ended up, Doug, we was walking around for about an hour before they got fed up and was like, bump it. And they took charge and we're like, oh, well, let's go this way. Let's go this. But then we kept running into people and people had like floodlights out there. I'm like, why would you come to a corn maze with a floodlight? They blinding people as they coming. So eventually we found our way out and they were like, you want to go back again? I said, hell no. Hell. I was like, I'm tired. My feet hurt and it's darker than dark. I was like, I'm done. I said, let's go buy some apple pies at the stand. Shout out to Oats Farms. That's where I go most of the time. They have a really good thing. They do.
Not bad. That's not bad.
Yeah, they do a lot of stuff there. They do apple picking. Actually, we went apple picking. After we did the corn maze, 2 weeks later, we went apple picking. And I tell you, Doug, the difference between the apples you get from the farm and the apples you buy in the store are like night and day.
Completely different.
Night and day. Every apple had a different flavor. I said, why is it when I go to the store, all the apples taste the same?
Probably all the chemicals.
Got all these apples, and I was so happy. Went home, made an apple pie, got some ice cream, ate apple pie for like 3 days.
Must be nice.
Really nice.
So let me hear about this experience within the corn maze.
In the corn maze, the stalks are,
Because you were like, oh, there's gonna be bugs and all. Like, was it?
it was no bugs. That was very surprising.
Was it like dirty or was it like actually like cleaned up where you won't feel itchy, you feel the bugs?
It was a little dirty. My shoes, I don't have them on. My shoes still have the dirt on them from the corn maze. Yeah, it was
like
a little
sometimes you walk through hay, you walk through the corn maze,
Yep.
you can feel.
I didn't feel
You
itchy.
can feel like the gnats on you.
You know what? I wore long sleeves. That was one of the
That
suggestions
was
that
probably
they
the
had.
difference.
Yeah, that was one of the suggestions they had. My friends wore shorts though. They were feeling a little buggy.
Yeah, because like if you wear shorts, sometimes you can feel the bugs coming on you.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
feel itchiness.
Nope, I had long pants and long sleeves, but I had a great time.
Again, if you're just joining us, this is the Doug Strava Show, which is brought to you by our good friends at
Unsolicited role models. The role models you might not want, but may just need. Did I do it right?
No, it's unapologetic.
What did I say?
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Oh,
said
he switched it up.
You got it right. I was kidding that time. I was gonna say it's unsolicited. It's unapologetic.
Yeah. Unsolicited role models. Shout out to those guys. And thanks for sponsoring the show.
Yeah.
I appreciate everything you guys do. I appreciate the fans. Oh, speaking of fans, I was talking to a couple people. We might have to get a bodyguard. So one day if you see a guy sitting here and he's just looking strange.
Like fans?
Yeah, we got some fans. We actually have some fans.
Oh shit, let's hear about it. What did you
At work, actually.
Oh.
So they're like, hey, you didn't send me the link to the podcast. And I'm like, well, I don't have your number. And they're like, oh, well, take my number and send me the link. I was like, okay,
Who is
good.
this?
Judy. Surprise, right? Judy said, send me the podcast.
Who else? That's it?
Well, Judy, David. Wait, Dave. We got Dave, David. We got
We got a lot of days.
yeah, we got all the Daves. It's like 3 of them. And then the other 2, John, the other Dave,
John.
Christian. Yeah.
John.
Yeah.
Who's John?
You don't know John? He's in Meat.
Jonathan.
I call him John. That's the problem I have, guys. If I call you a nickname that I shorten your name, I apologize. It's just what I do. It helps me because when there's so many people with the same name, you don't know
I get
who's
that.
who.
I get that a lot.
So I just break it up. I call him John.
This is Time Matters, Timeless Adventures with Dougie and Ray. I want to get into further detail about the last adventure you took. You told me about something else. I don't remember what it was. Not the corn maze. You did something else right after the corn maze.
Oh, you mean wait, do you mean what I'm gonna do?
No, you said that you did a corn maze and then you did something else.
We did the corn. Oh, apple picking.
No, it's not apple picking. It was something else.
Dang it, what else did I do?
Unless you're planning something big.
I'm planning something. I'm going I'm going to stay in a cabin in King's Dominion in Virginia.
That's what you were talking about?
Actually, something that's going on tomorrow night, Halloween.
Halloween's tomorrow.
Halloween's tomorrow. I will be taking part in the Squid Games experience in New York.
Oh, what's that?
You never saw Squid Games?
No, I know Squid Games, but what's...
There's an experience where like you pay and then you play the games, and you go win prizes.
Where's this? Times Square?
Yeah,
Time matters.
yeah. Time matters.
In Times Square.
Yeah, yeah. So that's what I will be doing tomorrow night, and then Friday is when I go to Virginia for the cabin experience.
Nice. How long's that going to be?
Till Monday.
Having an issue with this mic.
Microphone check 1 2 1 2.
No, the mic works. It's not staying. It's staying. It's like I gotta hold this.
Oh man,
Yeah.
that doesn't look good. It doesn't look comfortable at all.
No, it's not. But we are gonna plan another cruise in February.
February. What's the dates,
16th. Why, you want to go?
bro? I have to go over these cruises.
February 16th to the 23rd. Odyssey of the Seas are going on probably.
Okay.
I'll send you the link.
Okay. Yeah. Send me the link.
Shane's probably going.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Crazy Shane.
Shane
All right.
is going.
That'd
You get
be
to see
cool.
the different side of Shane.
I know. I get to see the nightlife Shane.
The
That's what
nightlife
we're gonna call him.
Who you gonna go on the cruise with?
I'm gonna see. I'm gonna talk to a couple people. I have somebody in mind, but I don't know. They live in Florida. They might be moving. It's a lot going on, so we'll see. Or if one of our fans would like to go on a cruise date with Ray,
Yeah, who's gonna go on a cruise date with Ray?
who wants to send us some requests?
Send Ray a request. It's not gonna be Shane. So let's recap Timeless Adventures and the episodes we've done so far.
Mhm.
Because we're on episode, what, like 6?
Yeah,
We've talked about time,
time.
how time matters.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about the cruises I've been on.
Yes,
We talked about your adventures
in Jamaica.
in Jamaica, your excursions.
Yeah.
And
My local
now
things.
We're talking about your fall festival.
Yeah, Fall Festival.
You went.
You know what I really want to do, Doug? I really want to get a 3D printer. And this is gonna get into my geeky side. So I want to get a 3D printer so I can print my own costumes. Yeah. Yeah. I really want to make me a Scorpion or Sub-Zero outfit for Mortal Kombat.
How would you print a costume?
Well, you print the faceplate pieces because they wear masks.
Oh, and you would make the costume.
Yeah. And get, stitch the costume, get some leather, yellow, black, or blue and black.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
But I need to focus on the podcast. We're
Sorry.
talking.
Sorry.
We're not,
It's an adventure.
we're not talking about leisure activities. We're talking about podcasting. So let's stick to podcasting. I need you to focus on that.
Sorry. I'm all over the place. But yeah. So far we've done 6. We talked about Jamaica. We talked about Junior Cruise.
Karaoke.
Karaoke.
Time. How it matters.
Yeah. Because again, if you're not clocking it, somebody else is. Believe it.
Is that your own slogan for the show?
Yes. That's my slogan.
All right. So the name of the podcast is Time Matters and Timeless Adventures.
And then time matters because if you're not clocking it, somebody else is. Listen, guys, we got a lot of inside jokes. If you knew, then if
Our
you
life.
know, then you know. Yeah,
Our life.
Yeah.
Our
You
life
know,
is
then you
funny.
know.
It could be a movie.
It should be a movie, or at least a 6-episode series on
Life
on Disney Plus.
on HBO. It could be a sitcom. Really, our life could be a sitcom, right?
We really should sit down and write a script one day.
we can write a script for our life. So let's talk about what's on your mind today, Ray?
Man, listen, this is what's really on my mind, and it's been on my mind since we started doing the podcast. I really would like somebody to pick us up and sponsor us so that we could quit our day jobs.
I did not say that.
Doug didn't say it. I said it. That has been on my mind very
Well, that
heavy.
is my dream one day, to make this a career.
Yeah. Because I tell you, boy, the people that we deal with,
Everyone has to have a day job before they get somewhere.
yeah, I mean,
Especially in this industry and this business,
Mhm.
people do not get their dream job until they're like 35, 38.
I'm not going to say how old I am.
How old are you, right?
I'm not allowed to say.
Why not? Time matters.
I've passed my time.
No, for real. I don't know how old. I don't really.
You don't know how old I am?
Not really.
Doug, I thought I told you.
No.
My birthday, January.
Yeah.
I'm 46.
No. Holy shit. No way you're going to be 50 in 4 years.
Bro. That's why I'm like, please, somebody pick us up. Please.
No way you're going to be 50.
Yeah.
What?
5-0. I drink a lot of water.
You're really 46?
Yes, sir.
Holy crap. I did not think that.
Yeah, I was born in 78.
I was thinking you were in your late 30s. But I wasn't thinking 46. Holy crap.
46. Good
You're
genes.
No wonder why you want this to be picked up. You're ready to retire.
Bro, I'm so ready to retire. I have literally been working since I've been 13 years old. On and off, of course. I started out, my first job was holding up a sign at a Domino's Pizzeria.
Let me see your license.
Oh,
we
you don't
gotta see this
Said
is
you
real.
gotta do an ID check. Don't worry, this happens to me all the time. Even when I'm dating, females' parents will ask me for my ID because they don't believe
I don't believe it,
how old I am.
and I'm not gonna date you. Reynard. All right, and this is his address. All right, date of birth 1/17/1978.
1978. 46. And you know, it's a real hilarious thing, right? Because my father,
We got a new subject for the show.
my father never told his age. So he always said he was 39. No matter, it could be 10 years later. You could be like, hey, Mr. Darthard, how old are you? He'll say 39. My father was 39 for at least 20 years.
Did he look it?
I mean, he was healthy. He stayed
look it,
in
though?
some sort of shape. He looked good. He was young. You know how people don't know how old I am? Unless he told you, you wouldn't really. Now, me personally, I wouldn't have said 39, but I would have said, like 45. But it is
See,
what it is.
I just turned 30. That's why I'm not even. I'm focusing on getting this career built up and build something before I get there.
Mhm.
Because you got to start somewhere. You got to build something up.
Yeah.
So I'm not even thinking about quitting my day job.
Yeah.
Everyone has that mindset. Oh, quit your day job
Yeah.
or don't quit your day job.
Listen, I'm not
50
gonna
more
lie.
years till Social Security for Ray.
Right. I'm not gonna lie. I'm ready. I'm ready to retire. Ready to retire. I just need the proper opportunity to come along. If anybody knows about investing, hit me up, please. I need some investments. I need something.
So you can invest into the show. I don't know how much money you'll make, but shit, I did not know you were 46.
Yes, sir. And I crack up because on the job I'll make a lot of like either movie or music references, and then the people will be looking at me like, "What? What are you talking about?" And I'm like, "Oh shoot, you don't understand
Yeah,
what I'm saying."
you're at that age.
Yeah. Like I'll be like, it'd be raining outside, and I'll be like, "Icky, icky, icky, I can't stand the rain." And then I'll look for somebody to be like, "Against my window," and nobody says it because everybody's so young that they don't know Missy Elliott.
I know Missy.
You know the song because you're a karaoke king.
Oh,
So
yeah, that's
of
true.
course,
Karaoke
people know a lot.
Karaoke King. Cruising through life, one port at a time.
One port at a time.
Again, if you're just joining us, this is the Doug Saravo Show, which is brought to you by our good friends at
Unsolicited role models. The role models you might not want, but may just need.
Next Tuesday. Tell everybody what Tuesday is.
What is Tuesday?
Next Tuesday, November 5th.
Is that your birthday?
No, November 5th.
What is
Every
it?
4 years.
Oh, the election time.
So don't forget to go out and vote.
Don't forget to go out and vote, please. Please.
Go out and vote.
We're not going to tell you which way to vote. We're just going to tell you, please go vote. That's
I mean, I might tell you how to vote.
Doug might be waiting for you at the booth.
I might tell you how to vote. I mean, if you want my opinion on how to vote, just follow Dougie's Political Hour. Dougie's Political Hour on YouTube.
There it is. Yes,
Time
sir.
matters.
Time matters. Don't waste it sitting around like a bump on the log. Is that what they used to say back?
I think that's the saying. But for real, send in a comment.
Mhm.
Did you guys think Ray was 46?
Yeah, send in the comment. How old did you think I was?
I
before
thought maybe
said-
like 35, 36.
That's great. Thank
10
you.
years younger.
Thank you. Thank you. I'll take that.
I was not.
Going for the Super Bowl.
Heck,
That little
hold
hope
on,
going to the
Listen,
Super
hold
Bowl.
on, because that's not what Rogers said. Rogers said, I just care about winning the MVP. I don't care about winning.
No matter, I don't have to worry about my feelings to understand that.
And I was like, oh god, how do I stop this? So I
Look at that water behind me, James.
Jesus says in the scripture, they need to live through experience of their own.
So that's why time matters. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's why time matters. Because you could be thinking someone's 30. Next thing you know, they're 46.
Exactly.
Timeless adventures.
Exactly. And I forgot to mention a couple of other fans that we have. Believe it or
Yeah,
not,
let's hear 'em.
our GM is a fan of the show.
Oh, we knew that.
Yeah. And you know, I don't know if we can say names,
No,
but
we
you
don't have
know,
to say names.
you know who else? The big guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit.
He literally told me the other day. He was like, "Yeah, you guys, when are you guys doing another show?" And I said, "Probably." That was probably like 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Oh, shit.
And I was like,
T or J?
T.
Nice.
Yeah. Exactly.
Nice.
That's what I said. It made me feel good. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it does. Like, I could be walking in the streets at church or at the cruises or
Mhm.
wherever, and people recognize me. I mean, no one's going to forget who Dougie Doug is.
Come on now.
But let's get on to something controversial now. And I'm not sure if Ray's going to want to have this conversation. But we're going to have it anyway because Dougie loves controversy. And Dougie loves the ratings.
Yes, he's doing it for the points.
We're doing it for the points. All right, Ray. I want your honest opinion. Why are you shaking your head like you know where we're going?
It's excitement and nervous thing at the same time. I'm like, what is he gonna ask me? What is he gonna ask me? What is he gonna ask me? Go.
You clearly have a feeling what it is.
Go.
No, I want to see if you. Let's hear. Start making your opinion on it, and then we'll see if I'm right or you're right.
I don't know. We talk about it a lot, Doug, so I don't know.
All right. Tell the world, Ray.
Tell him what.
Tell the world how you feel about those dating apps.
Oh, see, I should have just guessed it. Because this is what
Tell
we
them
were
how
gonna
you
talk
feel.
about. The dating apps. I gotta be honest.
Because I know how you feel.
I gotta be honest. I can't stand them. I'd rather do it organically, like face to face, person to person. But going through the apps, it's so much nonsense on the app that people are people that.
See, look at his
not.
face.
Yeah, I cannot stand them. And remember, now that you know my age, I was with AOLLove.com when they first came out. So I was on dating apps since then. They had Mi Gente, they had MySpace, they had Black Planet, they had a whole bunch of different what's the one? Humble, something with a B. Bumble.
Humble.
Yeah. all of them, right? And I know people say, "Oh, well, try these ones and try the other." I don't feel like trying them. I'd rather meet you face to face, and if we vibe, then we vibe. If not, then because I could put anything on a profile. I could literally dress myself up like Mr. Planner's Peanut, get my monocle on and everything, and tell you I'm a billionaire, and put a whole bunch of stuff on, and you'll believe it because you see it. Then when you see me in real life, you'll be like, "What happened?" I could just make up a whole nother story about how I lost. Let me tell you about the one time I was on a dating app. One time I was on a dating app. I got to tell you, I told you this was going to be. Doug, you were right, because this is a problem.
Look at him go.
So
Look at him go.
So I'm on a dating app. I'm excited. And, the girl has all these pictures up. And,
I think you told me this story.
Yeah, I told you this one. I told you. Because this was the one that made me definitely hate dating apps.
Oh, I can't wait to get into it.
So, we're talking for months. And again, now I know the term for that is catfished. I got catfished. So
must be nice.
So I'm excited. I'm ready to meet her. A couple months go by. I'm ready to meet her. We talking every day. Every day we're talking. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, and I should have noticed because she was kind of hesitant to meet up. You know what I mean? But I was like, I'm pushing it. I'm liking what I'm seeing. I'm liking what I'm seeing on that. Now we have FaceTime. But I'm like,
remember, he's 46.
Yeah, remember, I'm 46. So this is before all that. So I go to her house to pick her up to go on our date, and I'm excited. I got flowers, candy. I'm trying to be like, the smooth guy. So I get to the house and I knock on the door, and I look inside. Actually, before I got there, she called me and said, "Ray, if I look a little different than my pictures, are you going to be upset?" And I'm thinking, maybe they were high school pictures, so maybe she gained a little weight. And, I like girls with a little meat on their body. So I was like, nah, I wouldn't mind. So she was like, "Are you sure?" And I'm like, yeah, I'm sure. So I go to leave. She calls again. She said, "Ray, but what if I look like totally different from my pictures?" So now I'm like,
Totally
man,
different?
what is totally different?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm like, whatever. I'm already on the way. So I get there. I knock on the door. Somebody, a little kid answers the door, and I'm like, okay, I do remember having conversations where she said she babysits to make extra money, so maybe this kid is somebody that she's babysitting. And as the kid is closing the door to go get the girl, I lean to look inside. And I'm like, my spidey sense is tingling now. So I'm like, should I just leave? But I'm like, no, when the girl came out,
Catfished.
I'm talking about when she said, "What if I look totally different?" 100. I said, "Where did you get all these pictures of this other girl from that you're posting on?" She was like, "Oh, I searched them on Google." And I'm like, "You literally made a 100% false page?" And then she was like, "Yeah, because, people don't like me or whatever." I said, "I'm going to be honest with you." We went out. I took her out because I was like, I came all the way out. I might as well just take her out.
How far was it?
It wasn't far. It was in Piscataway.
Not bad.
So I take her out. We go out. We have fun, whatever. And then she tries to put like moves on me. And I'm like, no. That's not happening. Like, and she was like, "I see, that's why I got that profile, because people act." I said, "I'm going to be honest with you." I said, "If you would have came to me 100% honest from the rip, we could have been friends, maybe a relationship, whatever. But because you lied, now in my mind, I'm always like, what else is she lying about? Like, what else is she going to lie about?" So I had to end that. Another situation. Listen, ladies.
Shit, we got him going.
Yeah, you got me going. Ladies, listen, if you have kids, don't lie and say that you don't have kids. Gentlemen, too, if you have kids, don't lie and say. It's better for you to be honest with somebody about that aspect of your life because it's supposed to be an important aspect than for you to say that you don't and then try to surprise somebody later. Doug's like, "What do you mean by surprise?" Let me tell you.
I didn't think I get him going, but we got him going.
Yeah, it got me going. I'm probably about to be here for an hour talking about this. But another girl.
I'm just gonna sit back and relax.
Yeah. So, another time I'm talking to a girl. We couple months go by. So I'm like, all right, well, let's meet up. So we meet up. We go out to eat. She is who she says she is, right? But she doesn't say that she has a kid. She does not say that she has a kid. So, I'm like, oh yeah, I like this girl. I'm into this girl. She is who she is. So one day comes, it's like summertime. I guess the kids were getting to get out of school and graduate. And she says, yo, can you meet me at the mall? And I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, fine. I'll meet you at the mall. I go to the mall to meet her, Menlo Park Mall. A little kid comes up to me and grabs my hand and says, are you going to be my new daddy?
Oh, God.
So I'm not thinking that the kid is her kid. I'm just looking around like, yo, where's this kid's parents at? And then she comes.
Where was she?
She was like a little bit behind, walking up, but he came running in front of her. But she was like a few steps behind, maybe 15, 20 steps behind the kid. He came running up. So I'm looking around, and then I look at her, and she smiles. And I'm like, this is your kid? She was like, yeah, that's my son. And she was like, can you take him to buy an outfit for his graduation? He's graduating from kindergarten.
Oh, so she probably used you to buy something for a kid.
And I said, oh, you know what? You know what I mean? So
good job, Ray.
Again, being a nice guy.
Everybody loves Ray, man.
Yeah, everybody loves Ray. Right. So I said, all right, well, where are you trying to get him an outfit from? She was like, oh, I want to get an outfit from Kids Gap. So I'm like, all right, you go to Kids Gap and pick out the outfit. I'm gonna take him to the arcade and we'll play some games. When you done, let me know. Cause I'm in my mind, I'm like, all right, we're gonna send her off and she's gonna buy the outfit. And then when she comes to get us from the arcade, we could just leave and it could be over. No. She was like, oh, can you pay for his outfit? And I was like, where's his father? Oh, I don't deal with him no more, blah, blah, blah. So I said, all right, well, when is the graduation? Because, I was like, it's not fair to not date a woman because she has kids. But if you let me know, it's better that way. So I was still willing to be merciful. So, not merciful. Let me not use that term because that sounds some kind of way. But I was still willing to deal with her after the trickery. So
the trickery.
I said, when is the graduation? She tells me when the graduation is. And I said, okay, well, am I invited to the graduation? And she said, yeah, you're invited to the graduation. And I said, where's his father? Oh, he's in another town somewhere, blah, 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 blah. So the day of the graduation comes and I call her and she's not picking up the phone.
Oh, boy.
So I'm like, oh, man.
Ray got trapped.
Yeah. So I'm like, do I still want to keep trying to pursue this? And I said, let me try to call one more time. Because for me, if you're going to call me, you could call me like 3 times. The third time I'll pick up because I'm like, it might be some sort of emergency. So I called her 3 times. Third time, the baby's father picks up the phone. And I said,
dun.
Yeah. And I said, you know what, player? You could tell her to not even call me back. And I hung up. And she tried to call me back. And then I spoke to her one more time after that, just to let her know, like, it's over. Don't even bother calling me. And she was like, yeah, see, that's why I don't like telling guys that I got a kid because they get funny and blah, 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 blah. I said, it's not the kid. I said, it's the fact that you lied and then you're still dealing with the baby's father. So I'm not about to be added to that mix. No.
What she said?
She was like, okay, I understand. And that was the end of that.
We got another story?
Yes, I do.
Let's hear it.
Again, I told you I'm adventurous, right?
Oh, yeah.
So I was talking to another girl from Ohio.
Oh, long distance.
Long distance. We talked for like a year. So summertime came. I'm fresh out of school. You know what I mean? I'm still in school at this time. I'm still in high school. So I'm graduating high school. And so I'm like, you know what? This summer, I don't feel like just hanging around with the fellas going to Great Adventures. I'm going to Ohio. So
I can't believe how this ended.
First of all, you got to fly to Chicago and somebody got to come and pick you up from Chicago. So I was like, all right, well, how long is the drive? She was like, it's like 4 hours, 4-hour drive. I'll come to the airport and pick you up. I'm like, all right, this is fantastic. So, so, again, she shows me pictures, and I'm really like leery because I'm like, pictures don't mean nothing no more. You know what I mean? So,
Well, you're 46. You got kids or anything?
no,
If
I don't
we're
have
being
kids.
honest.
I don't have kids. I have nieces and nephews that I love like my kids, but I don't have any kids. So if anybody wants to be a surrogate for me, I'd like to have a kid, but I don't have one right now.
All right. So what happened in Ohio?
So I get to Ohio, and in this instance, the girl was who she said she was. She did gain a little weight because she did show me some high school pictures. But like I said, I like girls with meat on their bones. So get there, have a great time. She introduces me to her mom, and
Aw.
it was fantastic. It was a fantastic time until it was time for me to leave. So now it's time for me to leave. So you know what happens?
I can't wait.
She has to take me back to Chicago to catch the flight from Chicago. There is
Yeah.
no, and I thought we had that understanding.
Dun 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 dun.
Doug, why she disappeared the day that so now I'm like, yo, you're wasting my money. You know what I mean? Like, I need to get back to New Jersey. And she was like, well, I was thinking maybe you could stay out here. My mom said she could get you a job at this place where she works at. And I'm like, no, that was not the discussion. That was not part of the plan. The plan was I come visit you. I go back to New Jersey. You come to New Jersey to visit me. And then we see what happens from there. I was like, but now you just ruined it because I feel like you're trying to kidnap me. You know what I mean? So,
This really was controversial.
bruh. So I'm like, yo, are you going to pay for me to catch another flight back to New Jersey? Because I need to get back to New Jersey. I was working at the time. And I'm like, I took off from work. I got to go back to work. And she was like, well, you could just quit that job and get a job out here. And I'm like, no, that's not how it works. So I started calling like my family members, and I'm like, hey, can you send me Western Union me some money, because now I need to catch a Greyhound from Ohio to Chicago to catch another flight.
Yeah.
I called the airline. They understood. I said, hey, listen, there's some problem with the transportation. I can't get back. Can I catch another flight without being charged a whole nother flight? And they were like, yeah, it's fine, because we understand that it's like a rural area. It's no, the lady on the phone was very nice. I don't know if they still do that, but she was very nice. So now I'm like, where's the Greyhound? Because now I stayed in a hotel. I got a hotel. She was like, oh, you can stay at the house. I'm like, I'm not staying at the house. I stayed at a hotel. So now my time is up at the hotel. So I'm like, where's the Greyhound station?
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, oh, well, I don't feel good. Maybe I could take you another day. And I'm like, I started walking. I got my suitcase, and I'm walking. So she sees me walking, and she's like, oh, well, you really just want to go back to New Jersey? I said, that was the plan. Where did you think the plan was? I'm going to fly out here, and then it's going to be a love connection, and I'm gonna stay out here. So
I mean, if you're walking there, the airport will probably be closed by the time you get there.
yes, exactly. It will be closed. So as she sees me walking, I guess she realizes like, yo, Ray's is really just gonna walk out of my life. Like, yeah, I am. So she actually took me to the Greyhound. I caught the Greyhound and then caught the flight back to New Jersey. But it was something else, man. It was something else. And I was just like, no. So now, when it comes to going out of state or stuff, or even just, I'm real leery about dating on these apps, because people just, either they aren't who they say they are, or you get there and they do something crazy.
Look at Ray's face.
Yeah.
He was like nervous when I said, all right, it's time to talk about something. It's controversial.
And now, look at me. I don't want to stop talking about it. Do we have more time for one more?
What? You got more stories?
So.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go.
I should just sit back and relax and just put the camera on you.
You could just sit back and relax, Doug. These are things you can learn what to do and what not to do when trying to get, trying to date.
They're timeless adventures.
Yes. Yeah. Another time, we are down in Miami. We in Florida. Florida. I'm like, oh, it's a bunch of beautiful people in Florida. Florida's nice. Florida's great. So we decided to go club hopping one night on what's that? Ocean Grove, Ocean Boulevard, whatever boulevard it is down there that has like all the clubs on it. So we like, yo, we just gonna go club hopping. Me and a couple friends of mine. So we decided we going club hopping, and one of my friends started talking to this girl, and she's like, "Oh, I got a friend," and I'm like, "Oh, okay. Well, she look cute, so if she got a friend, the friend got to be cute, right?"
Mm-hmm.
No, sir, Doug.
Don't do that.
No, sir, Doug. So she was like, "All right, well, my friend is at the house. Y'all could ride with me to the house to get her, and then we'll come back and bring y'all back to the car."
You know what happened?
So we get in the car, and they started some argument about who was the best rapper, Tupac or Biggie.
Oh, Jay-Z.
They didn't even put Jay-Z in there. But I'm sitting there, and the girl's like, again, I like a girl with some meat on her bones, but I don't want to fat shame anybody or make anybody feel bad about their weight, but this girl was just a lot. She was a lot. She was a big girl. And they're trying to offer us drinks.
Yeah.
I watch too many movies to get a drink from anybody. I can tell you that right now. Unless you got a bartender's license and we in the club and you are actually making a drink behind the bar and handing it to me, you making a drink in the back of a vehicle and you trying to hand it to me, I'm not going to. So I faked like I was drinking it. Toss it over the shoulder. Then you act like you're too drunk and start spilling it. That way you don't got to drink it. So then the big girl, apologies, the big girl started saying, "Yeah, I'm about to get some D tonight." And I'm like, from who? from who? Because it ain't going to be me.
Well, everybody loves Ray.
So they started driving, and I'm like, yo, let me out. Now I'm in the car, and they're just driving, and I'm like, yo, let me out. Like, stop the car and let me out. And they're like, yo, why you acting like a punk? Like you scared of girls? I said, nah, I'm not scared of girls, but I'm not trying to have sex with you. So they start driving. They start driving even more erratic. Cause I'm like, I'll just pull the door open and jump out like tuck and roll. I'm literally. So me and my friend are smashed in between two of them. And they like trying to hold us in. So I'm looking at the back, Doug. When I say I got on some like Mission Impossible junk, I started looking at the back because I'm like, it was a SUV. So I'm like, yo, the latch right there, I could pull the latch and get out of the vehicle.
It's only like a movie.
This is hilarious. So I look at my boy and I look back.
We could make a movie on your life.
Right? I look back. He looks back. I give him the head nod. They got caught at a red light. We pulled the lever and rolled out of the back of the vehicle and ran down the street. These girls was chasing us in the vehicle. Like, why y'all acting like
some
that?
type of movie.
They was like, why y'all acting like that? Y'all gonna get drunk in a minute. And I'm like, I ain't getting drunk because I didn't drink nothing. I spilled everything. When I say I spilled everything, I was not drinking anything.
So how do you feel about dating apps?
So I hate dating apps. I have deleted every profile I have ever had. And if you do find me, you know what? No, I'm fibbing. Because I did bake one recently for Facebook. And the ladies that are trying to get at me on Facebook, please don't be offended. Don't think that I'm ignoring you. But I have a bad vibe with, if we could meet up somewhere like a breakfast something or a coffee shop or whatever and talk face to face, I prefer that, honestly. But those dating apps where, you don't know who, I'm over it.
So after this episode, how do you feel? Like, what's your mood now? Because I brought up this controversial subject.
I mean, I'm still in a good mood. I'm actually, you know what, Doug? I'm happy that I was able to talk about it. Because sometimes when you hold stuff in and you don't get a release, it makes you more angry about it. I'm not as angry about it anymore because I was able to get it off my chest.
On Time Matters
Timeless Adventures.
and Timeless Adventures.
Where if you're not clocking your time, somebody else is.
This episode was great, Ray.
Yeah, it was. Thanks for see, sometimes you just need that. I needed that.
I wasn't planning that. I just thought you were gonna say it sucked and that was it. But Ray spent like maybe a half hour doing his own pod, his own show. All right, everybody, thank you for joining us on the Doug Saravo Show, which is brought to you by
Unsolicited role models. The role models you might not want, but may just need.
And if you ever want to do online dating, talk to Ray.
Let's meet in person first. Or if you're doing a podcast and you want to do like a podcast, we can do that.
The podcast day for Ray. We'll set it up.
Yeah, set it up.
All right, thanks, Ray.
So Malibu at the diner part of the casino.
That they're gonna slip back a little bit. Ben,
Do you ever ask yourself the question as to
For
will you
this town, things that haven't been done before.
Feel like
It's more than just Joe Biden, though. Like, it's just like people, even people.
Overpay for DeGrom, and so I think this is a great way for us to gather.
I'll be looking for another job after this is over. I can tell you that.
Here with your name behind it, hoping that.
Why did Trump fire Fauci? He could have gotten rid of him.
There's a lot of things we can have checked out. So,
Talk whatever we want.
It's sports. Well, I'll tell you,
no matter, I don't have to worry about my feelings to understand that.